There are many people who are fortunate to travel to the West, Western countries. When I say Western countries, what I meant was European Union countries, for instance, USA, Canada, Australia, New Zealand, and the rest. That is developed countries. There are many people who are fortunate to have traveled to developed countries and established themselves there. Now, these people who traveled or who are living in Western countries have family members back home in their native land. The question is, why are these family members back home expecting too much from their uncles, aunts, sisters, brothers living in abroad? Why are they demanding too much from people living in abroad? See, life is not as easy as people think it is in abroad, in Western countries. Life is not as easy as people think it is. Let me tell you guys a story. I know I have a friend here. This my friend. When he came here, he fought tooth and nail. It wasn't easy for him to establish himself. Even from the little money he was earning, he also kept sending money back home. Now, at a time, one of the family members began to disturb him. Did you know what the family member was requesting for? The family member was requesting for this my friend to send him a car. A car. This my friend has no car here. He does not have any car. He does not have any bicycle. Struggling to survive. Then they are expecting somebody who doesn't own, who has no car in abroad, to send the car to somebody who is back home. Guys, are you getting me? Someone who is back home doing nothing was expecting a brother here to send him car. The guy told me the story. I said, when the guy narrated the story to me, I asked him, I said, you yourself that is living in abroad, you are working in winter and in summer. Do you have a car? He said, no. You cannot afford to own a car in the country where you are living. You have no car. And somebody in Africa is requesting, wants you to buy a car, ship it, and send money to clear it for him. Why? Because you are related. I told him not to do it. Even in the first place, the man does not have the money. You see, they expect too much. These people back home expect too much from people living in abroad. And the thing is, when you do not grant their request, they hold grudges against you. Let me go further. My name is Rodi. Listen attentively. You see, as I'm making this video now, there are so many people who consider me an enemy of progress. But I do not care because I am here to speak the truth. There are many people who consider me an enemy of progress. Did you know why? Because they want to come to abroad And they expected me to bring them to abroad. First and foremost, they do not know that I don't have the means to bring them abroad, to sponsor them abroad. And I do not have it's not, see, the thing is, these people back home, any of them that have a friend in the West, that is in abroad, they believe you own the country. You see these family members home, they believe their relatives living in abroad own the countries, the foreign countries they are living in. They believe we own the embassies in Africa. Let me give you an instance. If you are living in Germany, your family members believe that you can order the German embassy in any country in Africa to give them visa to come to Germany. That is what they believe. Many of them, the contact they have with you, is to ask you for one thing or the other, to request for one thing or the other. Now, many of us that are living in abroad are facing the same problem, which is people back home wanting you to carry them, to bring them to abroad. They all want you to bring them abroad. Now, let me tell you, we all come from different families. And each and every one of us wants the progress of our families. We all want the progress of our family. See, if it were possible for us to carry family members to bring them to abroad, we will gladly do it. If it were possible for us to help family members by bringing some reasonable ones to abroad, we will gladly do it. But the thing is, it is not always easy. So that your family member did not bring you abroad does not mean that person hates you or is an enemy of progress. That's your aunt, that's your brother, that's your uncle don't have the means. When I mean the means, does not have the channel, the right channel. At times, what many of you do not know is you may send an invitation letter to all these embassies in Africa and they will not honor it. And many people living in abroad, many people you see living in abroad do not have that power to invite you to abroad. So there are also people who are fortunate to invite their family members or sponsor their family members abroad. Count yourself lucky if you have a big brother, a big sister, somebody who was able to sponsor you abroad. Count yourself lucky. But say somebody was unable to sponsor you abroad does not mean that person hates you or does not want your progress. Listen, I always like using myself as an example. If I have that power to carry some family members to abroad, to bring some family members abroad, I would do it. I would gladly do it. But the thing is, and we all are waiting for opportunities to help these people. And these opportunities don't come easily. It don't come easily. So the easiest way to carry people abroad, to bring people abroad, is through marriage. That is, if you are a man and you are single, you can go to Africa and marry a woman. The woman, after some months, the woman would be granted visa to come join you. Or if you are a woman living in abroad and you have the right papers, you can go to Africa and marry a man. And after a while, that man, you marry the man officially, after a while, that man will come join you. That is the easiest way. So I'm making this video to tell you that I like saying it the way it is. It is not as easy as you think. You always asking your sister, your brother to bring you abroad. If they have the means and the power, they will do it. My name is Rodi. Again, stop holding grudges against people because they did not render help to you. See you in my next video.